Coming at you guys with an NBA Live 19 stream on the PlayStation 4. I don't know why I had to say that, but anyway, let's get into this thing. Final N99 overall, as you can see over here. Right here. Well, according to this, I'm a level 90, or an overall 90. Even though this thing says a 99, but I'm going based on that. Alright. So it says I'm a 90, but I don't think I am, so you know. It's all good. Probably gonna grind on some NBA games or whatever, so you know the vibes. And I was doing some GTA earlier, but crashed. So I'm like, hey, what about we don't do any online games and just play a normal game and move on with our lives? Because, you know, that ain't gonna work. So that's why we're doing this instead of, you know, the obvious. So I'm going to go ahead and play some NBA games instead of online games until I can figure something out for this thing. And if I have to buy like a, you know, capture card, then I will. Like an Elgato card or something, I don't know. Hope to God I don't. Yeah, let me get this set up for you guys real quick. Of course that one didn't load it. God bless it. Frick you. That one didn't even load it either. Well, that's fun. I keep on scraping my mic on my sweatpants and then I drop that. That's fun. Alright, hang on. Apparently I cannot do a million things at once. Hopefully I get this freaking thing to work. Alright. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some NBA games for you guys instead of, you know, the other stuff. But what is this? I really want to know what this is. Hang on. Hang on. I'm checking something. I'm checking something real quick. I gotta figure this one out. I want to figure this out real quick. Hang on. It's gonna bug me. What the? What is this? Are these like events that I should be doing? I don't even know. Huh. Weird. I never knew that. I might want to try this out real quick. Hang on. We'll do it later. Hang on. This is nice. Huh. Weird. Guess we'll find out for ourselves, huh? It's gonna be interesting. Why is this? Okay, yeah. Never mind. I ain't gonna do it. It's something weird, but Ain't even gonna bother. It's kind of pointless, I should say. Alright, well. Okay, I guess I'll do that some other time then. Because I feel like it's something else. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just live with that. Alright. So we'll go ahead and play some NBA games for you guys, and then after that I'll probably just call it quits and then end the stream and move on. So, yeah. I did a stream earlier. Hopefully you guys go check that out. It's on Madden 22. We went to the Super Bowl and managed to win against the Super Bowl, so that was fun. And I got Western Player of the Month. That's amazing. So, fun. Losing always stings. How you holding up? Yeah, it happens. Try not to dwell on it. We'll try then. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen, right? You know? Yeah. Okay. So I got Player of the Month. Yes, sir. And we're playing against the Lakers, so this will be an interesting one. I think the last game we lost, so that's probably why she said that. I think we lost. We lost against Magic. How did we lose? Did I just sim it? Is that why? I think I just simmed it. Yeah, I didn't even play on this one. That's probably why. Yep, I didn't even play. Alright, whatever. So we will go ahead and play against the Lakers, evidently. So, here we go. There we go. Let's go. Play full game. Because I'm not allowed to simulate, evidently, because we might lose every freaking game that I simulate. But yeah, we're 36-3. My boy. That team over there is 25-14. They're about to be 25-15. Yes, sir. You're gonna be losing. Let's go ahead and pull out the, this jersey. Yes, sir, baby. Y'all already know. Gotta verse my LeBron, man. Gotta verse LeBron. My favorite player of all time, man. Gotta verse my favorite player, evidently, huh? Yeah, the tablets should be fine. They should be fine in this stream. Hopefully. Hopefully they don't die on me. They probably will. Then I'm gonna be like, why?
It is NBA action on EA Sports.
I'm EA Sports.
Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight.
You know
We're
it.
At Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yes, sir. Let's get it started, man. We're winning this thing.
The opening tip won by the Timberwolves as we get rolling from Target Center. Bell to Towns. Wiggins. Here comes the screen. To the rim, lays it up and in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lakers at the controls right now. Layup good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Nice shot.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
James into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Down low, Boogie. Jordan Bell pins it. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Cousins. Minnesota at the controls. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
LeBron into the front court. Trailing by 4. To Cousins. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Almost,
dang it.
And he's not getting the call. LeBron with it up top.
I like playing NBA Live 19.
And he's going to the free throw line.
You know it.
You want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Pretty sure everybody does. Is that audio good for you guys? Like the game audio? Is it good for you guys or no? Let me know.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots.
Let me know if I gotta turn it down or turn it up or
first free throw.
just let me know. If the audio is too loud or too, you know. Oh, it's good?
Able to convert on both free throws.
It's good, right? Alright.
The Timberwolves.
That's good.
The basketball. T. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket at the rim.
Alright.
You can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus
That's
on
good.
the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Karl Anthony Towns. Huge block. Rondo picked up by T. To Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. LeBron James. 3 for 4. Good start.
Dang.
Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Hey, I blocked it. I blocked the shot. Oh, man.
Cousins. Now pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Oh, emphatic slam.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Cousins. Here's LeBron for 2. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Karl Anthony Towns rejects it. James, his first effort, off the mark. Teague with the basketball. The score 10-8. Here comes the screen. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
James.
Oh, my
On
God.
the 24. James misfires. It's no good. To Wiggins. Trying to cash in. No good. No daylight. Great defense. LeBron into the front court. The score 12-8. And draws the foul.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, counted.
Wow. Jeez, man.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. T-Wolves with the basketball. I got ball. Teague. Here comes the screen. Rises for the slam.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
To James. To Cousins. Gets a look. Can't hit. Teague with it up top. 14-10 the score. DeMarcus Cousins swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Here's Rondo with it. Down 4 to James.
I need to make a shooter, really.
Lobs it up. Flushes down the slam.
This offseason, I heard so many voices. Even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal.
I need to make a shooter, bro.
Needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades.
Frickin' dang it, dude.
His own legacy. And that's to be the greatest of all time.
He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he's going to the line to shoot 2.
Guys like Gary Payton.
He wasn't really,
all the time.
He wasn't really open, but I'll take that.
That they'll be on you all game long.
Karl Anthony Towns. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter.
Jesus Christ.
First one does not go.
That was a miss.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second.
I love how my player didn't even move.
To James. Karl Anthony Towns able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It down. Shea, nice look right there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Only one person.
To Wiggins. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3.
Nice.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Andrew Wiggins at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Quinn Cook picked up by Gorgie Jang. James not going down for him this time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter is more worried.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Gorgie Jang snatching it out of the air. Lakers able to recover.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
16 points for him.
It's Minnesota basketball. To Wiggins. And he finishes at the rim.
I have 14.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's Cook with the basketball. Down 8. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms,
wow,
or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet.
You might jinx it. Yep, you did. They jinxed it. Oh, man. And they put me back in already.
To James. Danny Green to Bradley. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Timberwolves have the basketball. To Wiggins. Here comes the screen. Wiggins defended by Cousins. Yes, Andrew Wiggins.
Nice.
Looking good. 4 for 5.
Clearly
that was
not
nice.
afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer.
God dang. Oh, yeah. I was fixing those. That might work. Yeah. Eh. There we go. There we go. I had to fix my mic a little bit.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you
And the thing was too loud for me.
You attack right out of the gate.
To Wiggins. Curling inside, off the assist.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
That is great vision to set it up. Andrew Wiggins with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really
stuffs it down with authority.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Los Angeles has the basketball. LeBron James sizing up Jordan Bell. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Second effort. DeMarcus Cousins. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It'll stay with Minnesota. Substitution being made in this one. Bell. Lakers have the basket. A lot of contact.
Frick.
No foul. That misses with a second to go. That's it for the first quarter. It's the Timberwolves in front.
Shockingly. God, eh.
Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel. To Wiggins. Fires the three. Off the mark. No good. Cook to bring it into the front court. They trail by 2. Caldwell Pope picked up by Gorgie Jang. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope to Davis. Working hard on the glass. Nice swat that time.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To James. Had a chance, but it's no good. Napier with the basketball. Lead is 2. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Caldwell Pope to James. Short shot. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Now down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Short shot for a mid-range.
Obviously.
Here comes the screen. Over to the right side. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. And 2 points to the board.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish.
No wonder I made it, because it was actually a 2 instead of a 3.
Than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Wiggins. With the flush, taking on all comers.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
To Davis.
Okay.
Has a chance. Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Trying to cash in.
Dang it.
That's no good. Can't connect. It's no good. This will be out of bounds off of Davis.
Okay.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Timberwolves have the lead.
Man. Jesus.
The Timberwolves will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers aren't down by too much at the half. And that deficit is a negative, of course. but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Assists.
The chemistry for each squad has been great today, and that explains the high assist total. Coming out of halftime, I'm interested to see what kind of defensive adjustments are made to limit the easy scoring opportunities.
Right. Pretty much.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
That was nice.
Two. Number one.
They're all going to be about LeBron, even though his team's actually losing. Whatever.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first two quarters as we resume play here in the third. Lakers ball. James to Cousins.
Right.
To James. Driving right to the basket. A drive, but he can't get it to go. And counted at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To James. Oh, he had it. To T. Jeff T. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Pass to Cousins. Down low. Gets it in the right corner. Wide open look. Won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Lakers at the controls right now. Great feed. Sets it up. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To T. Short jumper won't go down. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Bell. To Teague. Towns. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Nice.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
We're accepting non-perishable food items for homeless in our community. Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
This community event. Oh, God. That's funny.
James to Cousins. To Davis. Knocked that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Wiggins to Teague. Has a look. Jeff Teague. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Wow.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
LeBron sizing up Jordan Bell. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Teague.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
Bell to Wiggins. Here's Karl Anthony Towns. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
What was once a tight space
Wow.
is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Rondo guarded by Jeff Teague. Here comes the screen.
Oh, you guarding me?
Deep left corner.
Please give me the ball.
To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's James with a chance. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
And look out.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Well, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
3. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
James. Has a chance. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Number 9, Rajon Rondo.
To Wiggins. T. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To James. Back to the basket. Bell.
Here we go. We got him. We got him.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Rondo picked up by Teague. To James. And the finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
T. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession.
Get back in there. Get back in there.
Shot by T. Won't go down.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To James. Great dish to set it up. Boogies abusing the rim. Big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in, and the Lakers able to grab the rebound. James into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. To Cousins. James. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at
Frick.
it never goes away.
And he buries
That's
it.
my fault.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Teague with the basketball. The lead is 11. To Towns. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover.
Dang.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 2.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys down 11. To James. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly...
So many
remind
fouls
my
being
players
called.
to close out.
First free throw is good.
That's a weird view. What the frick? Kind of views that?
Goes 2
Feel
for
me?
2. To Towns. Nothing going here on that drive. Karl Anthony Towns. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Jesus.
Normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To James. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Goes to the left side. Cousins to James. It's no good. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he's going to the line to shoot 2.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First one goes down.
I'm on the bench.
Number 6, Lance Stevenson. Entering the game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 20.
And he makes them both.
And somebody fouled out. Dang. Got a close ball game going. Jesus.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. To T. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Add 2 points to the board.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Bradley. Down low to Cousins. Ah, rocking the rim.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Minnesota with the basketball.
You're on the island now.
Bell to Kevin Huerter. Karl Anthony Towns. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Old school equals high percentage.
Yeah. You ain't wrong about
To
that.
Danny Green. Fires the three. Not going down here. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Add one more to his total. LBJ with it. Short jumper and a putback slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LeBron into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Davis. And a nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collected. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To T. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's
Seems
what I'm
good to
talking
me.
about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Rondo with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Pretty much.
Here comes the screen. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron picked up by Gorgie Jang. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Rondo into the front court. Down by 15. To James. The drive. Right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To T. Layup goes down. Well done.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together
God
as
bless it.
one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 2.
That's yours right there.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Another follow. Stays out. Teague with it up top. The lead is 15. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Minnesota at the controls. Teague up against Cook. Here comes the screen. That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's a victory for the Timberwolves.
There we go.
As they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew.
Okay, he with the W.
This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Thank God, too. That was almost a tough game right there. Man. That's crazy, man.
Emerged victorious after a tight finish. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. Check out the leading scores for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Lakers lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Definitely not a triple-double,
We
but
handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
on the behalf of the rest of the group, have a good night. So I managed to get 46 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Wow. Weird. Okay, time to play against the Thunder. See how this game goes. It'd be an interesting one. God dang. They really want me in this game, do they? That's funny. Percentage is the thing at? Not fully charged yet. Shocking.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Guarding Gallinari.
The Minnesota Timberwolves control the tap. To Wiggins. T. Steven Adams pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Thunder with the basketball. To Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. To Paul. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Knocks down the first.
Wow.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Wiggins. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Short jumper won't fall. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Hall matched up with the former Wildcat. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Yes, Andrew Wiggins. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Paul across the timeline. They trail by 2. Knocked loose. To Adams. Karl Anthony Towns able to recover with the block. T-Wolves with the basketball. Teague matched up with Steven Adams. Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Paul into the front court. Trailing by 4. To Adams. And it's Minnesota's rebound. Driving right to the basket. Bell. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Now Adams down low. The jumper's off the mark. To Teague. Whoa! What a finish! Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Paul. Down low, Gallinari.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Block, sucker.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Paul.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Robertson against Karl Anthony Towns. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Teague against Chris Paul. Here comes the screen. Teague, down low Bell. Jordan Bell with the dunk.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Paul. Jordan Bell sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, eh?
Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Bell. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Down low, Noel. Slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Bell stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Paul, defended by Jordan Bell. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Paul for 2. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 3 now here in the first. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Short jumper misses. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Kyle Korver is on the Thunder. God damn. I think I said that last time too.
Can't connect. Towns. And scores. Great body control, Jay, as he ran down the lane.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Paul to Korver. Karl Anthony Towns with the block. That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. Time for some new personnel into the game. Paul. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Add 2 points to the board.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Towns. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Oklahoma City, number 54, Patrick Patterson. And number 9.
What kind of pass was that?
To Towns. Nice pass to get things going.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
That won't go. It goes down.
Well, when you play for each other and not
What
just
is
for
that?
yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Korver. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Hey, sometimes you need
Okay.
to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line.
Subbing in for the Timberwolves, number 34, Noah Vonleh.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder
Damn
with
it.
the steal. Korver to Paul. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Schroeder. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
The Thunder have the possession. Paul to Korver. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
substitution being made in this one.
Into the game for Oklahoma City, number 21, Andre Roberson.
Paul to Schroeder. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Ooh, crisp ball. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Yeah.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Down a bundle. Rises for the slam. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First free throw is good.
Stepping in for the Timberwolves, number 5, Gorgie Jang. Into the game.
Able to convert on both free throws. Oklahoma City's got it. Schroeder to Korver. For 3, those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Deep left corner from long range. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Turns and slams it down.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
And the rebound comes to OKC. Schroeder with the basketball. Down 12. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Herder gets the 2.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the celebration right there, Ed. I mean, live your best life. I want to see a little bit more passion on the next play.
Very little's gone right in this first quarter, but with that 3,
Gotta be kidding me.
scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the process. Just keep chipping away. Chip, chip, chip.
Through 1, it's the visiting Timberwolves who are on top. Jay and I are back to Oklahoma City right after. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second.
Substitutions, Minnesota. Entering the game for
Down low, Bell. Knocked loose. Bell. Oh, emphatic slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Paul to Schroeder. Screen coming. Schroeder picked up by Gorgie Jang. And look out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor to Schroeder. Jordan Bell sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Paul, not that time. He misses. Teague. And finishes strong.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Paul, guarded by Jang. Flushes it home.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Teague gets it in the right corner. Navigating through traffic. Runner's good there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Count it.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Count the bucket for two.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Schroeder to Paul. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Yes, Andrew Wiggins. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Wiggins, defended by Steven Adams. Steps through and scores.
And did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good.
I got ball.
Here comes the screen.
Screen right.
The screen sets him up for two. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Goes to the left side. Here's CP3. Wiggins. Rocking the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
Paul matched up with Jang. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Steven Adams Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Schroeder to Paul. Down low, Noel. Shot from in close, no good. To Teague. Jeff Teague. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now Paul with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. Knock loose. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Paul. Oh, they called the foul.
A simple touch foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Paul fires the three. Off the iron. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Gorgui Dieng trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Off the assist.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
It's Minnesota basketball. T. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Paul with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Timberwolves have the basketball. Teague picked up by Paul. To Wiggins. Short jumper won't fall. To Paul. Teague with it up top. It's an 11-point game. To Wiggins. The drive, right to the basket. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He's now 5 for 6.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
Paul, defended by Jeff Teague. Shot from the lane won't go. Minnesota with the basketball. To Teague. Wiggins. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. And draws the foul.
Okay. Hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Andre Robertson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 46%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Teague with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Paul. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 2, Jordan Bell.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Chance for Paul. And the rebound taken in by the T-Wolves. The quarter comes to an end. The Timberwolves enjoying the advantage.
The Timberwolves entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Thunder were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game track. Assists.
The Oklahoma City Thunder are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Bell to Teague. Jeff Teague. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Paul across the timeline. Trailing by 15. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
T. Nice pass to set things up.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Chance for Chris Paul. Gets a shot up off the mark. Teague with it up top. They lead it by 14. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Jeff Teague, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Karl Anthony Towns, snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Gets to the basket and scores.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Curling inside. Not going down for him this time. Teague with the basketball. The lead is 15. Wiggins guarded by Robertson. Doesn't have the touch. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Paul picked up by Teague. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Teague with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
on the shot clock. It's Paul for two. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
To Teague. Wiggins. To Teague. Beyond the arc for three. Jeff Teague on an island takes advantage and hits the trifecta.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Teague with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Baseline drive. The slam popped out.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Paul. Karl Anthony Towns swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Schroeder picked up by Teague. Jordan Bell rejects it. Adams guarded by Towns. Here's a chance from long range, and he hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To Schroeder. Jordan Bell tips it. Minnesota at the controls. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
And a nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Frick.
4-3. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Teague. Towns. To Teague. Fight to shoot for Minnesota. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the mark. Big man, Steven Adams, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Teague. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Schroeder. Finish that.
Hey, switch, I got
To Teague. Bell.
Got him. Good trap, good trap.
And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
I got ball.